On tonight's Muskie Daily, Muskingum County comes together with the help of books.
Muskingum's radio station gives thanks to its supporters.
And the theater department prepares for its latest show.
You're tuned in to Orbit Television for the Muskie Daily. I'm Jason Schomweffel.
And I'm Chad Holmes. New Concord will be walking for a cause. New Concord will be walking for a cause this Sunday. The annual Crop Hunger Walk has expanded this year from the Johnson family track to the village street. The Crop Hunger Walk raises awareness and money for countries that don't have access to clean water. 1/4 of proceeds will go to the New Concord Presbyterian Church food pantry. The walk begins at the New Concord United Methodist Church and will end at the Village Green. Registration for the event begins at 1:30 at the Methodist Church, and the walk will begin at 2.
One local organization is bringing the community together through books. People of all ages reading together with On the Same Page Muskingum. The program runs from September through October 31st. People in Muskingum County are encouraged to read a selection of Zane Grey books and then discuss their readings at several events through the duration of the program. There will be an On the Page Muskingum author talk at Muskingum University later this month.
Friday is College Radio Day. Orbit Media News correspondent Marty Kurtz tells us how Muskingum's radio station, WMCO, will be celebrating this radio holiday.
This Friday is the 5th annual College Radio Day all across America. Our campus radio station, WMCO, is taking part in the festivities. College Radio Day was created 5 years ago to raise awareness and promote advocacy for college radio. It is easy for universities to get into debt, therefore they need to find a way to make ends meet. One solution is to sell their college radio station. We here at WMCO appreciate the support Muskingum has given WMCO over the last 55 years. With college stations being sold recently, there is sometimes criticism of college radio's importance. Station manager of WMCO, Lisa Marshall, explains that College Radio Day is a day to focus on the positives of college radio.
Sometimes as working in the media, it's a hard lesson that people don't usually reach out to say you're doing a great job. You hear when there's scrutiny, you hear when there's complaints, you hear when someone did something wrong. And so I think this is one way to encourage our DJs and DJs across the country for that fact to say you are doing something good with your community, keep it up.
There's extra programming on Friday's schedule starting at 7 in the morning and going all throughout the day, ending at midnight. The day will also include coverage of John Glenn's football game with pregame starting at 6:30. College Radio Day is also a day to bring up that a lot of big-time artists got their start on college radio. WMCO Program Director Chris Morgan says that really proves to him that college radio is important.
That's really what it really helps me reaffirm, is just being able to help those artists get their careers off and running. And that really brings a certain satisfaction to me when I think about stuff like that.
To listen to our coverage of College Radio Day, you can listen to us on FM 90.7, go to TuneIn and look up WMCO, or go to our official WMCO app. You can also go to OrbitMediaOnline.com or our Twitter handle at Orbit907News throughout the week to get more updates and the schedule of who will be in the studio. For Orbit Media News, I'm Marty Kurtz.
On Saturday, Muskingum University students can take advantage of some discounts and treats this weekend. Businesses in New Concord are hosting Student Appreciation Day in the village, organized by the New Concord Intersections Committee. This event is meant to get college students involved in the New Concord community. Muskingum University chaplain Will Mullins is a member of the committee organizing this event. He says Student Appreciation Day does more than just get students' businesses in town.
Hopefully it'll encourage students to interact with local business owners and local businesses and make our community a better place for both the students and the businesses.
Participating village shops will be offering specials for students. The event begins at 10 and ends at noon. WMCO will be playing music at the Village Green, weather pending.
Mental Health Awareness Day took place on Wednesday, September 30th. Events were held all throughout the day around campus, kicking off with an opportunity for students to learn about Project Semicolon. The Chess Center then hosted a suicide prevention training to help students to recognize the warning signs of suicidal behavior. A suicide awareness walk will take place later that evening.
Yet to come on the Muskie Daily, a look at weather and sports.
But first, at least 13 are dead at an Oregon community college, with many other injured.
Stay tuned to the Muskie Daily.
This is Will Mullins, and I want to encourage you to watch Chapel on Orbit TV Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Thanks.
Find out what decisions are being made at Student Senate that could affect your campus organization by tuning into Orbit TV on Tuesdays at 11 in the evening, and again on Wednesday through Sunday at 10 in the morning and 6 and 11 in the evening.
Oregon Attorney General Ellen Roseblum says 13 people were dead after a gunman opened fire at the community college in rural city of Roseburg. The shooting happened this morning on the campus of Umpqua Community College, about 180 miles south of Portland, Oregon. Douglas County Sheriff John Hanlon said at a news conference the officers exchanged gunfire with the shooter and that he is deceased. Hanlon didn't say whether the shooter was killed by officers or took his own life. Oregon Governor Kate Brown says the gunman was a 20-year-old male. The president has been briefed on the situation and has asked to receive updates throughout the day.
Coming up after this short break, a look at your weather forecast.
And later, I'll tell you the latest in Muskie sports.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
On the story. On the quad. On the scene. This is the Muskie Daily.
I'm Jason Schoenfeld with your look at your Orbit weather forecast. Tonight is looking to be a cold one, so make sure you have your sweater ready. You can expect mostly cloudy skies with a low of 48 degrees. And tomorrow will be a cloudy with a high of 63 degrees. Keep your jackets handy if you're heading to town for Student Appreciation Day. Tomorrow night will bring a chance of showers with a low of 45 degrees. Now here is a look at your extended forecast, and after the break, we will have your latest Fighting Muskie Fort action. Muskingum men's soccer team traveled into Washington, Pennsylvania Tuesday to battle at the pitch against Washington and the Jefferson. The Fighting Muskies fell in a double overtime 2-1 to the Presidents. Freshman striker Majirawi Amir Salon opened the scoring for the Fighting Muskies in the 36th minute. Muskingum led most of the game, but in the 88th minute, the Presidents scored to send the game into overtime. With under a minute left in the second overtime, the Presidents scored to win the game by a final of 2-1. Muskingum concludes their road trip as they begin conference play at Baldwin-Wallace on October 3rd. It's homecoming week for John Glenn High School this week, so Friday's game will be that much more important for the Little Muskies. It will be a battle of the winless teams Friday night as both John Glenn and Morgan come in at 0-5 overall of the year. The Little Muskies haven't found their groove offensively this season, falling to put up more than 10 points in any game. That season high came in last week's loss to Philo on the road 14-10. The Raiders come in the contest following a 45-7 thrashing at the hands of Sheridan last week. WMCO will have the call of the contest, including all the pregame facilities, starting at 6:30. Both men and women's cross-country teams will be back in action on Saturday at the All-Ohio Championship at Cedarville. This is the Muskie's second-to-last tune-up for the OAC Championship at the end of the month. So far, the men have placed first at the Muskingum Invitationals, 8th at the Bethley Invitationals, and 12th at the St. Vincent's Invitationals. The ladies have been near the top of the pack in each of those meets, finishing first at the Muskingum Invitationals, 5th at Bethany, and 6th at St. Vincent. The Muskies will have one more meet between the All-Ohio Champions and the OAC Championship, when they will travel to Winnemanton for the Jueva Strong Invitation, October 16th. After a quick break, we will take a look at some events happening around the campus this weekend, including more information about the upcoming play Proof.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
On the story. On the quad. On the scene. This is the Muskie Daily.
Muskingum's newest professor is taking on the first theater production of the year. Orbit Media News correspondent Aaron Eno has more on the play Proof.
A new play is coming to Muskingum University. Proof originally released on Broadway in 2000 and received many accolades and awards, including a Pulitzer Prize and 3 Tony Awards. Proof is being directed by Muskingum's new instructor of theater, James Bohr, and he talks about Proof's success.
So it was a very successful play. It has become since then a staple in major regional theater and repertory theaters and in academic theater. It's been produced because it is such a wonderful and great play, and beautifully written play.
The play is primarily about the discovery of a mathematical proof after the death of a genius math professor and the ensuing speculation of who wrote it, the father or his daughter. This is not all, however, as the play also touches on the topics of inheritance, love, and trust, making the play more complex, Bohr says.
It's a multi-leveled, very emotionally complex play, but absolutely beautifully written, and I think raises a lot of very interesting questions for everyone in the audience.
The play will feature the acting talents of students Liz Files as the daughter Catherine, Mallory Fisher as the sister Claire, Adam Livingston as Hal, a college grad, and John Webb as Robert, the father. Bohr is very happy with the work he is seeing and expresses his excitement.
I am thrilled with the work that I am seeing. It's a 4-member cast, and they're all upperclassmen. They're all juniors and seniors, they're doing just really wonderful work.
Proof will be performed at the Thompson Theater in Caldwell Hall from October 21st through the 23rd at 8 in the evening and on October 25th at 2 in the afternoon. Tickets are $5 and can be purchased at the theater box office. Students who show their Muskie ID will get in for free. For Orbit Media News, I'm Aaron Eno.
That is all the time we have here on the Muskie Daily. You can stay up to date on the latest news by visiting orbitmedia.com.
You can get live access to breaking news by following Orbit Media on the Periscope app.
We will see you all again next time. Have a good one, New Concord.